Good morning students. Today we are going to continue the chapter money, exercise number 9.1. So from third problem we are going to start. Sania has rupees 246 and 40 paise while Tahir has rupees 265 and 50 paise. Who has more money and by how much? So those two are having some amount and we are going to find who is having more money and by how much they are having. So first we have to compare these two numbers. Here first compare the rupees 246 and here 265. So by comparing itself we will come to know that this number is greater. This amount who is having Tahir. Tahir has more money than Sania. So here rupees 265 and 50 paise. Tahir is having more money than Sania. So now we have to find by how much he is having more money. So to find that we have to subtract these two numbers. So first split that 2 rupees and paise and fill the amount. First the greater number should be written. So 265 rupees and 50 paise. And next 246 rupees 40 paise. So now we are going to first subtract in paise and then in the rupees. So while you are doing subtraction we have to give the sign of subtraction and the paise we are going to subtract. 0 minus 0 is 0, 5 minus 4 is 1 and now we are going to subtract in rupees part. 5 minus 6, this one is smaller one, so we have to borrow from the before place. So 6 before 5 and we have to write 1 before that number. So 15 minus 6 is 9 and here 5 minus 4 is 1. So here how much he is having more money than, by how much? 19 rupees 10 paise. So the amount he is having, how much more than him? 19 rupees 10 paise. So Tahir has more money. You have to write that name. Tahir has more money than Sania. By how much? By rupees. By how much they have asked now? By how much? Rupees 19 rupees 10 paise. Tahir has 19 rupees 10 paise more money than Sania. So you have to write the rupees like this. Rupees 19 10 paise. So he is having more money than Sania. By how much? 19 rupees 10 paise. And see to the next problem. Tina works in a company. She works for 7 hours each day and earns rupees 67 for each hour. How much money does she earn in a week if the company remains closed on Sunday? So here what is given? Tina is working in a company. She works for 7 hours. For one day she is working for 7 hours. So here for 1 hour how much money is given? How much she earns? Rupees 67. For 1 hour she is earning rupees 67. So first we have to find for 7 hours. For one day we have to find how much she earns. Then we have to find how much money does she earn in a week. In a week how many days? 7 days are there. So if the company remains closed on Sunday, if it's closed on Sunday means we have to subtract one number from that day. So it's 6 days. So 7 days in a week. So here Sunday is closed, no? So we have to neglect one day. So 7 minus 1 is 6 days. So we have to find for 6 days. For 6 days how much money she will earn. How much money does she earn in a week if it is closed on Sunday. That is what we are going to find. So to find this for 6 days we have to find for one day, no? So for one day she is working for 7 hours. Then how much she will earn? Here for 1 hour she is earning 67. So for one day we have to find. First we are going to find for one day. So here 7 hours. For 1 hour she is earning, for 1 hour rupees 67. Rupees 67 she is earning. And then here for 7 hours. For 7 hours. To find that for one day we have to find means we have to multiply these two numbers. Then we can find for one day how much he is earning. So for 1 hour 67 rupees means for 7 hours how much he will earn. So after finding the answer you have to give the rupees sign here. So we have to give the rupees. This is hours. This is rupees. So we have to multiply these two numbers. 7 sevens are 49. So 9 here, 4 is remaining. For 7 6 are 42. 42 plus 4 is 42 plus 4 is 46. So the rupees is 469 rupees. 469. For one day she is earning rupees 469, and for 6 days we are going to find now. 6 days means that is they have asked now for a week. Yeah, week means 1 week. Yeah means 1. For 1 week how much she is earning. Here Sunday is closed. So we no need to take for Sunday. So totally 6 days. We are going to find for 6 days. For 1 day it is 467 for 1 day. 1 day is equal to rupees 469. And now we have to multiply for 6 days. We are going to find for 6 days, no? So for days into 6. We are going to multiply these two. So here first in the ones, then tens and the ones, and hundreds and the ones. So 9 6 are 54. 4 here and 5 is remaining. So 6 6 are 36. 36 plus 5 is 41 and 4 is here. And you have to multiply these two numbers. 4 6 are 24. 24 plus 4 is 28. So the answer is rupees 2814. She will earn 2814 rupees for a week if the company remains closed on Sunday. She is earning rupees 2814. For 1 day she is earning 469. For 6 days. For a week she is earning 2814 rupees. And see to the next problem. Andrew goes to a stationery shop and buys 8 notebooks. He gives 200 rupee notes, 250 rupee notes, 220 rupee notes, 1 10 rupee coin and 1 2 rupee coin to the shopkeeper. What is the cost of one notebook? So here Andrew is buying 8 notebooks. For 8 notebooks he is paying this much amount. That is how much notes he is giving. That is what here they have given. First we have to add all the numbers and then we are going to find what is the cost of one notebook. For one notebook how much he is paying. That is what we are going to find. For 8 notebooks we are going to find how much he is paying first. First what is given 200 rupee note. So 100 rupee notes he is giving 2 notes. So totally 200 rupee notes. So 200 no. So write as 100 rupees and another 100 rupees note. 200 rupees note he is giving. And then see 250 rupee notes. 250 rupee notes he is giving. Rupees. Write here or otherwise at the top you can write. For adding only no. At last you can write the rupees. And then 250 rupees we have written here. And 220 rupee notes. 220 rupee notes he is giving. So write 220 rupee notes. And then 1 10 rupee coin. 1 10 rupee coin. So only 1 10 rupee coin. No? So write as only 1 10 rupee coin. And 1 2 rupee coin. 1 2 rupee coin is he is giving. So totally how will you do the total? Add all the numbers. It's an ordinary addition only. So first in the ones place it is 2. So write as 2. And in the tens place 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 plus 2 is 12. 12 plus 2 is 14. 14 plus 1 is 15. So 5 in the tens and 1 we have to carry over. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. So 352 rupees. Totally he is paying rupees 352 rupees for 8 notebooks. So now we are going to find what is the cost of one notebook. To find for one notebook we have to divide that number. So 352 divided by 8. For 8 notebooks only he is paying 352, no. So, for finding for one cost of notebook, we have to divide. So, inverted L 352 dividend should be written inside and the divisor should be written outside. So, we have to compare the divisor and the dividends hundreds place. So, which is lesser, small number 3 is smaller than the divisor. So, you have to take the two places, tens place and the hundreds place. So, now say the tables of 8. 4 8s are 32, which is within this number. So, 5 minus, we have to subtract these two numbers. So, 5 minus 2 is 3 and then take the next number down. Why we are taking the next number down? While comparing this number is smaller. So, you have to take the next place. So, I have taken down. So, 32. 4 8s are, again 4 8s are 32. So, while subtracting is 0. So, here for one notebook cost is rupees 44. The quotient is the answer. So, rupees 40, he pays rupees 44 for the one notebook. What is the cost of one notebook? Rupees 44. First, we have to calculate all the notes, how much he has given. Here 200 rupee notes that I have written here, 200 rupee notes, then 250 rupee notes, 250 rupee notes I have mentioned, and then 220 rupee notes, 220 rupee notes, and 110 rupee coin, 110 rupee coin. It's always, it's a rupees. So, I am writing in rupees only. So, you can write here, can write before that rupees sign, or you can write above, no need to write here. If you wrote above means you no need to write here. So, now next 1 2 rupee coin I have written here, only 1 2 rupee coin. So, ordinary addition only I have added 352 rupees it came, and then we have found for the 8 notebook as 352. For to find the one notebook cost, we have to divide this number 352, and then we have found the answer as 44 rupees. For one notebook its cost is 44 rupees. See to this problem, an apple seller sells 9 kg of apples for rupees 531. Find the amount required to buy 2 kg of apples. So, you are going to find this problem. So, what is given here for 9 kg of apples? The amount is rupees 531. He is selling the apples. An apple seller sells 9 kg. So, 9 kg rate is rupees 531. We are going to find the amount required to buy 2 kg of apples. They didn't ask for 1 kg, they asked for 2 kg of apples. So, to find 2 kg of apples, first we know for 1 kg how much the amount is. That is what we are going to find first, and then we are going to find for 2 kg. So, to find for 1 kg, what we have to do? We have to calculate these two. First, we have to write 531 divided by 9. So, then only by doing division method only we can find for 1 kg. So, first divide these two numbers. 531 divided by 9. So, first we have to divide. So, we can find for 1 kg. For 1 kg we can find the amount. For 1 kg what is the rate? That is we can find here. After finding the amount for 1 kg, if you found for 1 kg means, if you found for 1 kg, we can find for 2 kg. So, write that amount that we have found, no? That amount we have to write here, and then we have to multiply the number 2 with that number. So, you will find for the 2 kg what is the amount required. Find the amount required to buy 2 kg of apples, no? So, you can find for 2 kg of apples. For 2 kg of apples we can find the amount. So, to find for 2 kg, first we have to divide these two numbers. This is for 9 kg of apples. 531 is for 9 kg. For 9 kg of apples, 531 rupees. So, we can find for 1 kg. We can find for 1 kg. For 1 kg, we can find how much rupees. So, for 1 kg, 1 kg we have found rupee means we can find for 2 kg of apples. So, answer will be, after multiplying these two numbers, we will find for 2 kg what is the amount. So, first we have to divide these two numbers, 531 divided by 9. So, we will get the amount for 1 kg. For 1 kg, we can find the amount. So, with that kg of amount, for 1 kg we will find, no? After finding that, we can multiply with 2. So we will get for 2 kg of apples. So for 2 kg of apples, how much the amount is required? So you are going to do this. First do the division and then multiplication. And see to the next problem. Bikram buys 2 packets of balloons. One packet cost rupees 78 and 40 paise, while the other cost rupees 156 and 50 paise. What is the total cost of the 2 packets? Here they have asked for the total of 2 packets cost. So total cost of 2 packets means here 2 packets of balloons he is buying. So one packet rate is 78 rupees 40 paise and the other one is 156 rupees and 50 paise. So to find the total we have to just add those two numbers, 78 rupees 40 paise plus 156 plus 156 rupees 50 paise. So first we have to add in the paise, 40 paise plus 50 paise, and then rupees, 78 rupees plus 156 rupees. So you will get the answer for the 2 packets cost, total cost of the 2 packets cost. Just going to add those two numbers and see to the next problem. Rizwan has 20 coins of the same value. If the value of each coin is rupees 10, how much money does he have? So Rizwan is having 20 coins. He is having 20 coins of the same value. He is having 20 coins of the same values. If the value of each coin is rupees 20. So he is having 20 coins. In one coin value is 10, means what will be the amount? How much money does he have? So 20 coins Rizwan is having. So each coin's value is same value. Here is given no same value. Each of the coin is same value. If the value of each coin is same, means one coin's rate is 10 rupees. Here it is given. So one coin 10 means for 20 coins what is the total amount? How much money does he have? So to find that we have to multiply those two numbers, 20 into 10. Here 20 coins, this is 20 coins and this is rupees, 10 rupees. So 20 coins are there, one coin's rate is 10 rupee, means how much money does he have? So just multiply those two numbers, 20 coins into 10 rupees. So you will get for the 20 coins how much he will have. So how much money does he have means have to multiply those two numbers. And next one, Ram went to a shop with rupees 15. He bought 4 candies. Find the amount left with him. If the cost of each candy is rupees 1 and 50 paise. So here Ram went to a shop with rupees 15. With 15 rupees he went to the shop. He is buying 4 candies. He bought 4 candies. We are going to find left amount with him. Find the amount left with him if the cost of each candy is rupees 1 and 50 paise. So one candy's cost is 1 rupees 50 paise, means for 4 candies how much? First we have to calculate that one and then we can find for that remaining how much he is left with him. So totally 15 rupees he went, with that 15 rupees he went to the shop. He bought 4 candies. Here 1 candy's rate is given. Here after paying that amount for the 4 candies, we can find how much amount he is left with him. It is left with him. So to find that, first we have to find for the 4 candies rate. So to find for the 4 candies rate, we have to multiply with this number. So rupees and this is paise. If you want, you split it like this. And then write rupees here, 1 rupees and 50 paise. And here it is 4. He bought for 4 candies. We have to multiply 4 candies. So here it is given 50 paise. No, so we have to multiply here only. So 1.50 into 4. So after multiplying, you can split as rupees or paise. You can split and rupees and paise. Here we have to multiply. 0 into 4 is 0. 5 4s are 20. Here 10's place 0. 2 is remaining and you have to add with this. After multiplying, 1 4 is 4, 4 plus 2 is 6. So here this is paise part. So last 2 digits, before 2 digits only it's point, so I am keeping here. So it's 6 rupees. So rupees 6. For 4 candies it's rupees 6. This is for 4 candies. He is paying rupees 6. So for what we have to find the amount left with him. To find that, we have to subtract that number. He is having 15 rupees. He pays rupees 6 for the 4 candies. To find that, we have to subtract. So we can find the rupees how much he is having with him. Remaining how much he is having, like that we can find by subtracting these two numbers. First, what we have done? First, we have multiplied 4 and this number. Each candy's rate is 1 rupees and 50 paise. 1 rupees 50 paise. So for 4 candies, how much rupees? For 4 candies, 6 rupees we have found. I have written 4 here. So because here there is 50 paise, no. So I have written here. If there is 0 means, if the last paise is 0 means, we no need to write here the 4. Just we can write here itself. If there is 0, 0, there is no paise means we can multiply the 4 directly in the rupees. Here there is the amount, no, 50 paise. So we have to write the number 4 in the last place. So now multiply 0 and 4 is 0, 5 4s are 20, 2 I have written here, and then 1 4 is 4, 4 plus 2 is 6. In the last two places 0 0 we have got. So 0 paise, and this is amount, that is rupees, 6 rupees. For 4 candies, 6 rupees. So for we are going to find for the amount left with him. So to find the left amount, the remaining amount, we have to subtract with amount he went to shop, no, with that amount we have to subtract the number 6, which is the amount he paid for the candies. So the remaining amount you are going to find. So do the homework what I have given for you. Thank you, students.